Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Formula Costco. After a week away, we have returned and are going to a new circuit for the first time in league history. That's right, we are here in Canada for the first ever edition of the Canadian Grand Prix. A lot of guys looking forward to this one, as obviously it's a track that we've never done before, so not really a lot of past data to go off of for as far as favorites go, but nonetheless should be interesting. I am Norman Xbox with you as always. Once again joined by Beep and Potato Potato. Welcome back. How was the Indy 500 for you, first of all? Yeah, I am looking at the stream right now. I do not hear your voice. I wanted to check because we've been having trouble with it lately.
Yeah. So, Costco 500 was great at Indy. Ryan Huck Racing didn't do great. Irish finisher was Banjo, got 11, could have got in the top 10. Oh well, I'm hoping this race will be better here at Canada 14 turn course, as we've got guys going for laps right now.
Yep, got Skinny gonna be the first one on the board. I did check it, by the way. You're good now. And here's Banjo, the man who is going for his 6th pole in a row here tonight. As he's seen his championship lead dwindle in the last couple of weeks with Cole winning back-to-back races. Hoping to rebound, and not even rebound really. He hasn't been running bad, just Cole's been running a little bit better. And speaking of Cole, he is going to go to the top at a 109.90. DeMeo on the clock as well. Aaron in the Mercedes tonight. We have Boyd also in the Mercedes, who is not making a qualifying run, it seems, as he is already retired from the session. DeMeo has documented his own struggles this season with not feeling as comfortable with the car as he has in seasons past. We got to talk to him when he was in the booth a couple of weeks ago. Let's see if he's able to change his fortune a little bit here in Canada tonight. And he will go to 2nd for the moment. The man does have the one win this season in the opener, but even then he didn't actually cross the line first in that race, and he has said just has not been the speed that he has been wanting.
Yeah, I think, I mean, worth the point isn't necessarily that bad, but then when you look at that gap between him and Slurp in 3rd, it really, shows the picture. I mean, he's, what, at this point, 27 plus 22. 49 points behind Slurp in 3rd, so he's really kind of fallen apart from that top 3 in points. But he has a big gap to Garrison, so I don't think he's going to lose that unless Garrison really continues battling for podiums every week.
Yeah. Banjo to the top by half a second, no one's surprised there. Garrison on a lap, he just goes to 2nd actually. He fills that a half a second gap in between Garrison, Cole and Banjo. I do have to talk about the bracket challenge. We are in the final 4 here tonight. And then the finale, the championship, will take place in Miami next week. We have Bama and Banjo going up against each other, but Bama not racing tonight, so Banjo will automatically be in the championship race. And then the winner of Cole and Garrison will face him in the championship, where the winner will get $25.
Those two kind of
Here comes
butted
Slurp to the end
heads
of his.
Bahrain. Now we're going to battle for
Yes.
final spot there.
And now they will go head-to-head in the bracket.
Slurp
to third.
Yeah, he bombed that corner after because he already finished his lap, so it's fine.
A little smaller field than we're used to seeing here tonight. Only 13 drivers. Hopefully that means we get a decently clean race in. As we go on board with Joey here. Joey said before the race tonight, if he doesn't finish top 7, he's retiring from the league. Not sure how true that is, because he's retired and then retired about 30 times, but nonetheless. Seems that he's hoping for a top 7 here tonight.
Yeah, and probably better than that, honestly. I mean, you have a smaller field. I think he definitely has the pace for it. It's just, hasn't come to fruition yet this season as much. The smaller field good opportunity.
Joey definitely, has the pace, but just kind of execution has been lacking a little bit, I would say. But he is going to third ahead of Slurp, his teammate. Good lap there from Joey. The top 3 are within tenth and a half of each other. We got JB and Cheesy, who have not set laps yet. And I think, actually I was going to say, well, we have a little dead period, but Banjo and Cole are both back out on track right now.
Yeah, Cole's been really dead set on getting back that championship lead. Got it down to
he's
8.
been closing in quite a bit.
And that might give me a segue into the Kato's picks as he's
that's where I was going.
involved in that. As usual, 2 things about the track and 1 about a driver. How about Cole here? Outside of the first race at Australia and the race he missed at Monaco, to my knowledge, he has a 1.67 average finish on the season. I mean, above a 2 average finish. That's incredible. And
that is crazy.
To be that consistently good and not be leading the points, he's still down 8 is really just a test to how good Banjo's been. They can change that today.
Yeah, even in Australia, he crossed the line first.
Yeah.
In that race.
I mean, he's had so much pace, but yet still isn't leading the points. That could change today, and he's definitely going to try to get that. A win could do that, even if Banjo gets second. If he can get fastest lap, it'll tie it. And the second thing we're going to talk about, the hairpin turn 10, going to be very important. Kind of an odd turn and coming out of there, a tight wall. It's very, very crucial that the guys get a good run off of there, because if you can get a good run with DRS and DRS, you can really fly past guys. And that'll lead you into, the corner everybody's going to be talking about, 13 and 14, and the wall of champions on the right side. That's going to be big, with whether it's a course penalty maybe, or just hopping the curb and wrecking your car, losing a wing. That's going to be huge.
Cole to the top.
As Cole said, it's the fastest lap.
Actually kind of worked out perfectly there. You were talking about Cole and then talking about the 2 parts on the track where he just went through it. Oh, Banjo, 109 flat, is going to take pole back by a significant margin. But yeah, I definitely agree with you there that the hairpin and then the final chicane with the Wall of Champions, definitely the 2 places to watch for. Because those 2 corners are so crucial. Just being able to make passes and keep pace, and just for lap time in general.
Yeah, I think, and
Garrison been proving here as well. Could see Garrison go to the top. Let's see if he's able to knock Banjo off. Can he do it? He can! Look at that. Garrison to P1, 109.67, and then Banjo, 109.92. Just a couple of hundredths off. So we're seeing the times improve as guys get more laps on the track, as Logan went for a right in the grass in Sector 1. Cheesy on his first lap. Cheesy on the early DNF last time we raced in Baku 2 weeks ago. Not really been the season he has hoped for so far, as he's going to go pretty wide there in the hairpin. And maybe that was by design to get a better exit. We'll see. Slurp and Snowy back out.
Yeah, and I mean,
just like that, only 6 minutes to go.
I'm surprised. I think McLaren was the favorite to win constructors going into the season. Considering, I mean, you win constructors and you keep your team. I feel like it's very rare for this league. You have so much silly season moves in between, and they didn't. They kept their team, and yet they're down by still quite a bit to Williams with DeMeo and Banjo. And DeMeo's missed some races too, so.
Yeah. Cheesy only 8th on that lap. I think he's going to be hoping for a little bit better on his final run. Slurp coming out of the final chicane to start his second run. And something I'm noticing here is with all these guys coming out, especially the front runners, we only really see guys make 2 runs. We're going to see likely all the top guys make 3 runs here, as they're all out with 5 minutes left, and Banjo and Cole and Garrison all back in the pits already.
I think Snowy's
so
already
it
on
seems
his
that
third
like
run.
they, yeah. So seems that everyone thinks that they need a little bit more, a couple of more runs than usual to try to get the best time they can at the new track. Slurp through the hairpin here. Up by around 2/10 in the first 2 sectors. He needs 8/10 to get to Garrison's provisional pole time, as he activates battery all the way down the straightaway into the chicane, and oh, smacks the wall there on exit. Still improves by 2/10, does not gain any spots, and he's going to go for a slide through turns 1 and 2. So Slurp will come back to the pits. Besides that, and himself and Snowy, the only drivers on track. Actually, Joey's back out now.
Joey above average for where he is in points right now, 4th place. I think he qualifies better than where he runs a lot of the time. That's kind of the stigma with him. Again, I mean, you say it every week, but trying to improve on that, actually, at least stay where he is for the race or gain some spots from where he qualifies. Because he might drop too. That's no guarantee, as we often see guys jump up on their final run. Joey really backed it up in that second to last, or I guess to be third to last corner. They get this run down the straight onto his lap. Then we brought his car back to the pits. That Sauber team earned their first points this season 2 weeks ago.
They did.
With Nick behind the wheel.
Joey 2/10 up through Sector 1. Looking like he may have a shot at Banjo here, as everyone starts to come back out for their final runs. With Canada being a smaller track, I think... Oh, Joey a little bit wide in the hairpin. I think a little bit more wide than he would want there. ERS, what's the word I'm looking for? ERS conservation, definitely going to still be important for the 2 long straightaways, but I think it's going to be more about corner speed tonight than it is usually, as Joey will go to third, and I think if he didn't have that rough hairpin, he might have had a shot at P1, but still third for now. 109.3 is a good lap for him, as Banjo will come back to the green, as we have everybody on track now for their final runs of the session. Here we go. Who is going to take the first ever pole here in Canada? DeMeo coming to the end of his lap here. Looking to improve from 9th, and he's going to do so and then some. 6th for DeMeo, 109.89 for him as he goes for a slide through the first 2 turns, as, oh, Cole is not improving here on this lap. It looks like he backed out and is going to go again. He does have time to go again, so actually works out for him. Banjo improving by 1/10.5 through Sector 1, now 4/10 up through Sector 2. He found a lot of time in the middle part of the lap. Looking like it could be 6 in a row for Banjo. If he's able to finish out this lap, Garrison will still contest him, but Garrison is backed out of his first flying lap as well. Banjo to the line. Does he have enough battery to get all the way home? He does, and it's going to be a 108.73. Banjo the only driver in the 108s so far, as Cheesy retires. Not going to improve from P9 for him. Slurp 2.5 up through Sector 1, as the checkered flag has now fallen. I mean, these will be the final laps. And Garrison is not going to get back to the line to start another flying lap here, as Cole is slower through Sector 1. But Slurp 4/10 up. Slurp has a shot here if he's able to find some time here in Sector 3.
Still a long way to go.
Oh, and he's going to have to dodge Snowy there. That might have cost him some time on exit of the final chicane.
Not really.
Going to be a 109.22 for Slurp there. Would have put him to third, and Cole is improving. He found 1/10.5 through Sector 2. Can he find more here in Sector 3? Cole, can he knock Banjo off of P1? No, he cannot. Cole will go to third. And that will mean Banjo has won his 6th consecutive pole position. Absolutely incredible. Not even close, too. 3.5 over Garrison was the gap. So Banjo on pole, then you have Garrison and Cole, the 2 bracket opponents, starting 2nd and 3rd. Slurp and Joey, the Aston teammates, rounding out the top 5. Then you have DeMeo in 6th. Logan, a nice run for him in 7th. Skinny, nice run for him as well in 8th there. Cheesy and 9th. Aaron will be 10th. And Snowy, JB, 11th and 12th. JB did not get a real run in. And then Boyled, who retired at the beginning, will be P13, and that will be your grid.
Aaron starting 10, trying to get redemption from 2 weeks ago. He was, I think, showed a lot of pace on a different strategy, and just, I think he had some contact, got hooked, and finished on the outside of the 8 ball. Is that saying? I don't know. Either way, he didn't finish inside the points when I think he definitely could have. So, gonna try to make it up this week. He has a good chance. Not a ton of cars in the field.
Alright, here we go. The 5 lights are on, and they are away for the first time in Formula Costco history here in Canada. We are underway as Garrison got a great start from P2. He's going to try to take the lead away from Banjo in turn 1. He does. Oh, there's some contact behind him. That might have been the two Astons together as, oh, that's Cheesy that's fallen all the way down to last as a...
Yeah, Cheesy just completely went under the bottom of the grass and got into a Ferrari and one other car. Just completely missed turn 1. Maybe there's some contact behind him, I couldn't tell. Big mistake there.
How about Boyle up 5 spots in the first sector? Oh, he's going wide there. And he's going to give a lot of those positions back. As he falls to 11th and 12th here, as Snowby's going to go around the outside. How about that start from Garrison? He got the jump on Banjo into turn 1 and is pulling away. As, Slurp going for a dive on Cole for 3rd. They're still going to be side-by-side off exit. They're still making contact. And Cole will hold the position. Joey still 5th. DeMayo holds 6th as well. Aaron up 3 spots more. He starts Slurp going for another dive into the chicane here. This is going to be tight. He's now going for the crossover. What a battle we have here for 3rd. Slurp going to use the battery and fly by Cole there. That would have been a really daring move to get beside him going into the chicane there.
JB and Skinny both pitting. I think one of those was the 3rd car in that stack up in turn 1. As Skinny has damage, and I couldn't tell if JB did. I assume he did. Now we have 2 spots to 9th. Aaron up 3 spots into 7th. And Garrison is up into the lead. A pretty good margin. He got up to 7/10 pretty quick. Just kind of stayed there. Is now just trying to gain it back.
DRS now activated as it is lap 2. And Banjo will get the advantage, as will Slurp and Cole behind him. But actually, no, Cole does not have DRS.
No, he almost was.
Or Slurp does not, I'm sorry.
Cheesy. Went wide in that corner.
Oh, man.
Kept it together.
Oh, Cole had a huge moment off the final chicane. Slurp is going to take fast lap away. Joey keeping pace in 5th. As Banjo is closing on Garrison here for the lead. He's got it down to 4/10 of a second. Slurp behind him trying to stick a DRS.
Oh, he's loose again. He's sliding.
Oh, Slurp is sideways again. Has to correct it and make a save, but now he's going to be under attack from Cole, possibly. Cole not going to push the issue here, though. But Slurp was in DRS and now has lost it once again. Going to try to gain it back.
He got really sideways. His Aston Martins are all over the place.
My goodness. Seems like everyone was really struggling for grip on corner exit.
Yeah, and
Slurp does not have DRS off the top 2.
Some of these rumble strips are kind of angled at awkward spots off the outside of these corners, so really get the car loose.
Banjo closing in off the last corner. DRS activated again. Cole thinking about a move behind him for 3rd, not going to get there in time. Take a quick look at the tire compounds. Top 4 on mediums, and then 5th rate on the hards. Cheesy on mediums, Snowy on hards. Then you have Boyle, JB, Skinny, who all made early pit stops. Boyle and JB on hards, Skinny on mediums. So interesting here that some split strategy among the front runners.
Stayed pretty even after that first lap.
I think it's good for Joey here to be keeping pace with the leaders despite being on the hard tires to start the race.
Yeah, DeMayo's in there too.
Yeah. Could work out for those guys later in the run. As Cole will get around Slurp for 3rd with DRS going into the final chicane. That battle was a lot less exciting than the first one.
Yeah, I think that might be a tale of this race. Is for passing in that straightaway going into that chicane is the later you make that move and make the pass before the chicane, the harder it's going to be to keep it under control through there.
100%.
A lot of guys using the left tire in the grass through there. Slurp just did that. He's got his teammate right behind him.
Cole now going to be the one that is tasked with trying to break into the DRS of the top two, as Slurp has actually fallen back quickly here from Cole. Already 7/10 behind and could be under pressure from his teammate Joey here. Joey doing a fantastic job. Joey and DeMeo both doing a fantastic job at saving battery compared to everyone in front of them. You have all these guys that are in the teens and below, and then you have Joey and DeMeo who are at 85 and 70.
I just checked in on the warnings. It looks like there's a lot. So, watch that. We might get.
Doesn't surprise me.
We might get some. We're gonna get some guys. Oh my!
Oh, speak of the devil.
There we go. That's our first.
Logan gets a 3-second down there in 8th place. Oh, as Banjo would go in for a big slide on entry there. Seen quite a few loose moments in this race already. And we're only on lap 6 of the run. That only tells me that later in the run, once the tire grip starts to fade, we could see some guys that are really out of control.
Battle for P last right now, 11th, 12th, and 13th. I think that's on these three. Yep.
Oh,
that's
caution
Snowy.
For Snowy.
He'll keep his spot. These guys.
Snowy in 10th right now. Believe if Snowy's able to finish in that spot, it would be for his first ever points.
Yeah, I believe so.
He's been talking about it all week, how this is his home race. I think it would be pretty special for him to get his first points here in Canada. What happened?
Big contact, Boiled and Skinny. Somebody lost their winglet there. I need to stop looking back here because there's. Oh my! But it's really fun to watch. These guys are really fighting back here. I think they've all pitted, but somebody's got to pit again because they just got some damage.
Oh, and Snowy going into the pits gets a speeding penalty.
Actually, Boiled hasn't pitted yet, so a bad start for him.
No, he did. He did on lap 2, I think.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I
read
read the time wrong. Oh, what just happened? Oh, Cole went for a spin. Cole's around. Cole has spun in sector 2.
Wow. We both missed that one. Yeah, that rage. I wonder where he would have been. I think it would have been.
It was off the middle chicane. I didn't see what happened.
I saw Joey got loose off that corner earlier. Maybe a similar deal. Just went all the way.
And speaking of Joey, he is attacking his teammate Slurp for 3rd right here off the final chicane. Gonna fly by him. DeMeo gonna do the same. Slurp could lose 2 spots right here. As DeMeo's to the inside going into turn 1. As Yellow's out for, I believe that's Boiled in sector 2. DeMeo and Slurp still going out of here. Don't want to be too wide into this corner, and they will not be. DeMeo takes 4th away. Cole falls to 6th, 7 seconds off of Slurp in 5th now as a result of that, and is under attack from Aaron now potentially.
Bad start for McLaren after that. Now 6th
and
9th.
Another speeding penalty, this time for Skinny. Goodness gracious.
I didn't think that would be the catcher, but maybe it's going to be both that and 4th penalties here today.
Garrison continues to lead. He has led every lap of this race so far, looking for his first career win. Banjo behind him, about a second back, will have DRS though, and then behind him you can go a second and a half back to find now DeMeo, who has just moved up to 3rd. I think you're seeing the meetings. Oh, Joey gets a time penalty.
Yeah, he didn't gain time from that, but they still gave him a warning, which gives him enough to where he has 3 seconds there. That's going to be a big thing. I mean, we're on lap 9, and we're already getting guys getting those, and
Yeah.
speeding penalties.
DeMeo, just like that, has pulled 1.2 seconds on the two Astons, and is going to try to close into this lead battle. Has some work to do, though.
And Banjo's just been kind of hanging around that. Like, it's gotten down to 5-10, it's gotten up to second, just right in that range. Behind Garrison.
Slurp is really struggling here.
Yeah, he's been loose all race. Hasn't ever really gotten into those mediums.
He was third just 2 laps ago, and now he's 5th, 2 seconds behind the guys he was battling. And Cole, who just went for a spin, is closing on him in a hurry. And with Aaron in tow there. Could see the Astons come in, and as that speak of the devil, Slurp is into the pits. Medium's only going 9 laps here for Slurp, which could mean he's on a 2-stop. Yeah, he is, because he's going to another set of mediums here. So Slurp, the first one to make a scheduled stop here. And he looks like we'll rejoin in 8th, and a good gap to just make some time on those fresh tires. Cheesy behind him is also into the pits. That tells me that we could see Cheesy going to soft tires, so he's definitely on a 2-stop as well. Interesting. With the mediums only lasting 8 laps, I imagine the softs are not going to last very long for him. I would thought, though, with those guys struggling and coming in, that you would see DeMeo start to close the gap on the top 2 since he's on those hard tires, but he's actually losing time.
Yeah, I mean, he also doesn't have any DRS to work with.
That is true. Now we'll have to see how long Garrison and Banjo decide to go. I think Slurp committing to a 2-stop early because of the tire wear. I think it's better to do that now than have to commit later and lose a lot of time that you could have gained. I imagine these guys that are continuing on will probably try for a 1-stop. But good from Slurp there to realize that he was struggling and needed to try something. Only real battles on track right now are between 1st and 2nd and 3rd and 4th.
Well, we've said, actually, wait, I think it just happened, never mind. Started getting that fastest lap. I think it was recent.
He's had that since lap 2.
Oh, really? Yeah, so I guess...
But he's probably going to take it here once he finishes this lap, I would guess.
Because the thing is, even though he's been kind of struggling loose, I guess he got there. I mean, that's interesting, because you'd think if you got...
He was really quick at the beginning.
Yeah, you'd think they'd settle in afterwards, but they really didn't.
Oh, that is, Garrison's coming into the pits. Oh, and he just hit the pit sign. And DeMeo gets a time penalty. So we have the guys in 3rd and 4th, both with penalties already. And Garrison going to hards here, pitting from the lead before Banjo, not giving Banjo the chance to undercut him. 23 laps he will have to go, 24 laps to the end he will have to go on those hard tires if he wants to make it on a 1-stop. Garrison will rejoin just ahead of Aaron there in 5th place. I think the real teller is how long DeMeo and Joey can stretch these hard tires. Banjo 3.9 second lead, now 4 second lead.
Really impressed with, I mean, not only Banjo's pace, but his tire wear this season has done a pretty good job of conserving it at all these races.
Absolutely. Let's see if he decides to come in here, and nope, he's gonna continue on. Joey closing on DeMeo here for 2nd. You see Garrison is closing on Cole in a hurry. And Slurp is going to go by Aaron here for P6. Got by Logan just a moment ago. Slurp 4.4 back of Garrison, who is going to likely be the leader once everyone ahead of him comes in. And Garrison passes Cole for 4th.
Yeah, Cole really struggling on those mediums.
Garrison in a good position here to advance to the finals of the bracket challenge. To face Banjo next week in Miami. Would be quite a shock if neither Slurp or Cole are in the championship, I would say.
And Garrison trying to take that. I mean, I was talking about DeMeo being kind of safe in that spot, 4th in points. Garrison could definitely contend for that.
Joey here for 2nd. On DeMeo, he gets it done. As Banjo continues on, as do these two. Would not be surprised if Cole comes in here,
yep.
And yes, he will. Garrison takes fastest lap. Garrison was absolutely flying. He put 3 seconds on Cole in just 1 lap. Cole to hards. As his teammate Cheesy just went by JB for 9th place. Cole gonna rejoin here in 8th. With Logan and Aaron still ahead of him to pit, as well as the top 3.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean...
But look at the gap. The gap up front is shrinking. Joey has closed about 1.5 seconds on Banjo these last couple of laps. The hards are beginning to become the better race tire.
I just don't know how much it would be worth to stay out this long on mediums with the amount of time that's being lost.
And I think Dan Banjo's definitely trying to make it on a one-stop.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you'd have to go for.
He's lost a lot of time these last couple of laps. And another speeding penalty, this time for Boyled, and Banjo is in this time. Remember, though, Joey and DeMeo both have 3-second penalties to contend with. And there's no way to serve those. They will have them at the end of their race time, no matter what. Banjo will rejoin in 5th, but he is going to be a long way behind Garrison.
He's going to lose 2 more to... He might actually... Well, never mind. He'll be right in front of him.
And just going to be out ahead of Aaron and Logan, which is going to save him some time, but Garrison pitted 3 laps before him, and Banjo is 13 seconds behind him.
Wow. I mean... But
that is crazy, and now Garrison has caught the top 2 already.
Is 3 laps enough a difference between a 1-stop and a 2-stop? That's the question. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. But even then, Garrison is in a good position to make up a whole pit stop in no time at all. As Thiega's going to send it to the inside of DeMeo there. DeMeo was doing his best to defend. And now Garrison going to easily go by Joey here as well and retake the lead. Garrison showing incredible pace here tonight. And DeMeo looks like he thought about a move on Joey there. Joey and DeMeo going to continue on for the time being, trying to make those hards last as long as they can. That undercut for Garrison, I was honestly questioning being the first one to pitting from the lead, but it worked out for him in a big way. Oh, Aaron! Oh, no! Aaron was having such a good run, and now we'll have a speeding penalty.
Oh, JB's around. He'll keep going.
Out of the hairpin that was. Tough break for Aaron, and he's going to mediums now, which will likely mean he's on a 2-stopper.
2nd and 3rd still battling. This is, I think, advantageous for the strategy they're on, but still losing, I think, a ton of pace.
Slurp's going to be in good position here. That undercut with the 2-stop is going to work for him to gain him some time, but he will obviously have another pit stop to make and that time to make up. But he's going to come out here in 2nd and still using those fresh tires to close on Joey and DeMeo while they continue to stay out. Oh, and Slurp gets a penalty in the last chicane. That's the third one we've seen.
At this point, might just
and
be...
all the guys we've seen get them are second, third, and fourth, as Banjo takes fastest lap away from Garrison, who had it before.
At this point,
Logan's in from seventh.
Yeah, just don't speed on Para and don't get 6 seconds, because, I mean, I think that might be the range, actually, is everybody's collecting penalties.
Logan just put on intermediate tires?
Oh, that he's had some miscues this season. That Ferrari team is really struggling, and that might be another one.
Very interesting call here from the Ferrari strategist.
Hey, I mean, that's what happens when you sign up for racing for Ferrari. This type of stuff happens.
No threat of rain, I don't believe, as just looking at the sky.
Well, they were talking about rain, complaining about something, so maybe there is. I mean, we'd have to...
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't look like there's any that's going to be here for a little bit at least. I think this is definitely... I don't think this was a planned thing here. DeMeo has just passed Joey for second, and Banjo has passed Slurp for fourth. Both on the back straightaway.
I mean, that's like, even if it does rain, it's like going to the Sahara Desert and driving to give a starving kid a water bottle. I don't think it's really worth it at this point. I think the tires will be gone by the time it does rain. So, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know what analogy I was expecting, but it was not that.
Yeah, I mean, it's Ferrari. I mean, you just gotta expect the unexpected with them. We'll see how that works out. We got
Logan is back into the pits, meaning that was definitely not a planned call. Not. As Joey just got back around DeMeo, these two continue battle for the second position. Did you just put on another one?
On another set.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I think he's trolling now. He has to be. No way he did that twice on accident. If he did do that on accident twice, I feel very bad for him because he was definitely in great position to score points in this race.
Yeah, either, I mean, that's a troll or...
Cheesy and JB both back in.
A lot of people are getting
They're
fired.
putting on hard tires.
Yeah, I don't know.
And oh my gosh, just
Cheesy.
look at the amount of people that have penalties as... Oh, Joey... DeMeo is into the pits.
Cheesy went way
after
up.
Taking his hards 18 laps, exactly halfway in the race.
JB is...
DeMeo now 2 mediums.
What happened to him?
Good work from DeMeo to make those tires live. And he will rejoin in 6th. Gonna be a long way behind anybody that he's battling, though. You have 9.5 seconds behind Cole. But on the fresher tires and softer compound, so let's see how much he can make up. Cole 4.2 back of Slurp. Slurp, I imagine it will be beginning to struggle soon if he isn't already on those mediums.
I think Banjo might be set up decent here, because Joey is now in his he's on 18 lap old hards. He's still running around here, and if
Logan's back in for a 3rd lap in a row.
Okay,
and yeah, Banjo is closing, but the gap at 10 seconds is a lot to make up.
Well, because think here, Garrison's gonna pit again, right? I mean, he'd have to. So if that's the case,
I would think so.
I would think he'd have to. I mean, I can't see those hards going that.
I mean, it's definitely possible to make them go. Actually, I don't know. I was gonna say it's possible to make them go 23 laps. That's quite a bit.
The thing is, if you pit though, I mean, I think Banjo could make it all the way for sure. I mean.
Yeah, I think he could. That's definitely going to be interesting.
It'd be what?
I think if Garrison is going to make that, I think if he is going to make a 2-stop, he's going to do it in the next 3 or 4 laps and put on mediums to the end. Would be my guess.
Or we could see him
because he wants enough. He wants as much time as possible to make up that gap.
Possibly could go longer than go to softs, but I just don't think the fall off beforehand would be worth it.
Banjo's got a time penalty as well. I was just about to say Banjo is absolutely flying.
I mean, that's the thing
he's gained around a second on this lap, but that's gonna hurt him.
That's the thing for Garrison. I mean, do you go out of your way to be more careful so you're for sure you don't get that? Because if you kind of let off the gas metaphorically.
Caution. Snowy is slow, I believe. He is back going though.
If you kind of ease off, you can lose that time if you do have to put another time to where you're not even close to Banjo.
Snowy is slow again. Sorry.
So it's gonna be interesting.
And
comparison.
oh, Joey! Another speeding penalty. Joey finally comes in for his stop. Made this hards go 20 laps. But is likely going to be all for naught with the penalty, unfortunately, as another time penalty, this time for Boyled. And I just want to, once Snowy comes out of the pits, I want to just take a look at the running order and just how many people have time penalties in this race.
I'll give you a preview 5 people in double digits. Yeah.
Yeah. And there are only 4 drivers in the entire race that are clean of penalties. Those 4 are Garrison, Cole, Cheesy, which how in the world?
He's battling with JB right now too. I mean,
and yeah, those 2 that don't have them are battling.
I'm surprised.
Of all the people to not have penalties in this race, I would think Cheesy would be the first one to get one, but props to him for not having any so far. Cole got by Slurp for 3rd. Slurp's still going on this medium stage actually in this time. So Slurp loses the position and decides it's time for his 2nd stop. Banjo is flying right now, by the way. He is continuing to put a lot of cut a lot of time off that gap to Garrison. Is now under 7 seconds. Slurp 2 hard tires here to the end of the race. He did put on 2 sets of mediums before, so that makes sense. Slurp rejoins in 6th, about 4 seconds behind his teammate. Quite a ways off the lead, though. If we stay green, it's likely going to come down to Banjo and Garrison. Banjo is flying right now, but there's a lot of traffic in his way. He's going to have to navigate around the McLaren of Cheesy there.
Oh, what just happened there?
I'm not sure.
Car
Cheesy going a lap down.
Just stopped and dead in its tracks after heading out of the pits or in front of the leader. That would have been a visual glitch, I don't know.
Only 9 cars on the lead lap now. Or maybe 8.
8,
Only
I
8,
believe,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Skinny, the last one on the lead lap, in 8th right now. Garrison continues to set a very good pace, but Banjo is closing.
Very clean race between driver on driver, but not driver versus track. A lot of mistakes, but none of them have led to a DNF.
Yet.
Yeah. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah. I mean, everybody seems to be getting penalties in that final chicane. It's usually just, cutting it too early, and nobody's really getting a ton of damage off that wall of champions.
We're talking about Cheesy a minute ago. We were hoping that this would kind of be a get-right race for him. It has not been that. Currently in 11th, and not in position to get any points here tonight for Cheesy. He needs something to go his way. I know he had the lap 1 incident. It's just not been a good run as of late for him, unfortunately. Banjo got really squirrely there on entry, guys. Slurp will take a new fastest lap, 112 flat, as he makes those new hard tires work. Banjo got really aggressive in that corner. I would be shocked if that was not a warning. But the gap is now almost under 5 seconds, and it was 10 or 11 before. Banjo has kept himself alive in this race for the win. He's going to have to go by Boyled and JB here. Garrison's in. As I kind of predicted, Garrison will come in here for a second stop and go to mediums to the end. Alright, so here we go. It is now Garrison on offense.
Keep in mind that 3-second
And
difference.
does he stay ahead of Cole? I don't think so. Cole's going to go by for second. And Garrison, how big is the gap going to be? Actually, no, they're going to be side by side. Garrison is just going to get ahead of him. That is actually really big. He's not to worry about battling Cole, and now Garrison is 12 seconds back.
Yeah, and Cole's like, please, Garrison, get up there because he's battling with Banjo for that.
Yeah, 100%. Does not want Banjo to win.
And he's sitting pretty right now.
So Garrison, yeah, Joey's back in for his final stop. He puts on mediums and serves his 10-second penalty, I would guess. So Garrison on new mediums, Banjo on 10-lap-old hards. The gap is 10.7 seconds. Garrison just gained half a second, though, out of the hairpin alone. So the race for the win is definitely going to be on. Banjo crosses the line, meaning we are at 10 laps to go here in Canada. JB is actually sticking with Banjo here a little bit.
It'll be a long way to the end of these tires for Banjo.
I think it's going to be a long road to the end for DeMeo as well, and Aaron, who are both on mediums that are pretty worn.
I think we might only get 7 cars in the lead lap by the end of this.
Yeah.
Skinny's gonna have to hit here.
Oh yes, Skinny, yeah, he's definitely going to pit. Aaron is back. Aaron is in for his second stop.
Pretty short on those mediums.
And Aaron's serving his 10-second penalty and will go to another set of mediums to the end.
I guess that's why you can
Should be able to keep 7th place here, though. So still a good run for Aaron. He's shown pretty good pace in every time he's raced this season. And we were talking about Logan on intermediates before. Garrison fast lap as there is the cheesy time penalty. I was surprised it didn't happen earlier. Meaning we only have 3 drivers that have not had a penalty in this race. Aaron served his.
Actually,
Garrison will go by Logan.
I guess he served his. Wait.
Yeah, Snowy served his speeding penalty, but he still had one before.
He accrued one earlier.
Back to the intermediates, though. We were talking about Logan putting them on accident. Well, and I was talking about how it was sunny before, but I think there's some clouds that are starting to roll in.
If Logan can manage a points finish after hitting under intermediates back-to-back laps on a dry racetrack.
I mean, he's in good position. He and Cheesy were battling, and he pulled 8 seconds on him last handful of laps. But it is definitely, I would say it's definitely, oh, Banjo just hits the wall, hits the wall of champions there a little bit.
I just came on pit road.
Garrison is close to within 6 seconds now.
Just a couple more, and he'll be in what would be the lead because of that 3-second penalty for Banjo for now.
Yeah, that's right. He only has to really make up 2 more seconds to be able to win the race. DeMeo's back in for another stop. I was wondering if he was going to be able to make it to the end. The answer is no. DeMeo will likely go to 1 more set of mediums to the end. Yep, that is the case. And a new front wing for DeMeo, actually. He got damaged there under that last run. And that will actually keep him in 5th. Joey not going to be close enough because of his speeding penalty. Cole goes by Cheesy to put him a lap down, his teammate there.
We've got guys that are a couple laps down now.
Aaron in danger of going a lap down. He is just ahead of Banjo, which means we'll likely only get 6 on the lead lap here at the end of this thing. Garrison, 4.6 seconds back.
And just on pretty old tires, so we'll see.
Yeah, and I think the advantage is going to continue to grow for Garrison as long as he doesn't wear those mediums out. We've seen them start to get bad after like 8 or 9 laps.
Yeah, but those hards were really bad by the
Yeah,
time of then around to
I
lose
agree.
to Banjo. So I mean, Garrison now is when you just make sure you don't get penalty.
And Cole is on 1 lap older tires than Garrison is, but he has 9.5 seconds back to Slurp, who also has a time penalty, so it's basically 12 seconds that Slurp will have to make up in order to finish on the podium tonight.
It looks like Garrison. Man, there's a lot of warnings. He only has 1 warning, so I think you'd be able to do 1 more. And then
Yep, you get 2 warnings before you get a penalty.
Yeah, so he's looking pretty good right now.
Under 6 to go, we just saw JB dive into the pits and put on soft tires. And that's going to promote Logan and Cheesy up to 8th and 9th. The gap is now under 3 seconds, meaning Garrison, if the race finishes now, he will be the winner because of Banjo's 3-second penalty, but the gap is going to continue to close, and there's another time penalty for Cheesy. There you see Banjo just up the road. Slurp closing quite a bit on Cole, but not sure if he's going to have enough to get there by the time the race ends. DeMeo is well back of him, 19 seconds in fact.
Very strung out near the end here. The closest two battles, I believe, are for first and last.
Yeah. Oh, I just heard some loud wall contact. Was that Banjo on the Wall of Champions again? Trying to see if he has damage. Does not look like it.
Should have been the car in front of him, too. I actually discussed it.
Might have been Aaron in front of him. Trying to see if Aaron has damage. Not sure. There you see Banjo just behind Aaron. Garrison 2.5 seconds back, 2.4 now. And there is a third time penalty for Cheesy.
Aaron didn't get any damage there, so yeah. Banjo still losing time. Looking bleaker and bleaker.
He needs to find some time in a big way here in the last 4 laps to keep Garrison out of the 3-second range, but Garrison is now under 2 seconds.
Garrison was the fastest lap by the way, also by looks like an entire second almost. Still good point stay for Banjo. He's going to grow, assuming he stays in second. He'll grow that gap even more. Oh, JB.
Oh, and there goes JB getting a time penalty. Which means the only people that have not had a time penalty in this race at all are Garrison and Cole. That is it.
Oh.
Yellow Sector 3.
Boiled? Yep.
Yeah, that's Boiled.
How did he was facing the Wall of Champions somehow.
I don't know how he got there.
He was battling with Snowy for practically the entire race.
Here we go, folks. The battle is on. Garrison is within 1 second going on to the straightaway out of the hairpin here. This could be the move. Get Banjo going really wide. Does Garrison have enough to get him into the chicane? Gonna have DRS activated. Here we go. Garrison with a huge run and will fly by Banjo to officially take over P1 in the race. Just needs to navigate 3 more laps and he will score his first career win here tonight in Canada. Looks like weather not going to play a factor, I don't believe. And Garrison, just like that, is gone. Banjo has lost 2.5 seconds already. Slurp's actually back in again for a set of softs, so those hards were not going to make it to the end either. Wow.
Well, I think it's just because he's not going to lose his spot.
Or maybe this might be just a play for fast lap, actually.
Yeah, he should be safe here.
Now that I think about it. Boiled speeds in pit road again. But that is going to lose Slurp a spot to DeMeo for now. Oh, they're going to be side by side. Oh, Slurp ghosted. Oh, as DeMeo's going to make him... I don't know what that was. Slurp unghosted and DeMeo was beside him. They made a little bit of contact, but... Slurp got on the new tires and did not lose a spot, so we'll likely go for a fastest lap attempt here. Meanwhile, the Alpine of Garrison comes to 2 to go here in the first ever race in Canada for Formula Costco.
And already, same thing for JB, kind of spiraled there. He didn't have anything until a few laps ago, got 3, now has 6. I'll have to see the amount, because it'll be hard to kind of tell before the end of the race. So, yeah.
If Garrison's able to hold on, this would be the 8th career win for Alpine. And, as mentioned before, would be his first. Adding his name to the list of 10 career winners in Formula Costco, looking to make himself number 11. Coming through the final chicane, it's going to be 1 lap to go for Garrison. Has driven a brilliant race here tonight. Started P2. Got the advantage on Banjo into turn 1, lap 1. And despite some strategy, has put himself in fantastic position the entire way. And after the disappointment of Bahrain, this is going to feel really good for him. Not only going to be the win, but is going to knock Cole out of the bracket challenge as well and move himself onto the finals to face Banjo next week in Miami. As long as he gets through the final chicane 1 more time. Just no mistakes through here. Off the last corner, he is going to do it. It is going to be the first career win for Garrison. He is the only Costco winner in history here in Canada, and it is also his first career win. Garrison gets it done. He drives a perfect race en route to his first career victory. How about that? Banjo holds on for second, but Cole was only 1.2 seconds back because of the penalty, and does not look like Slurp is going to get fast lap here, but will come home 4th regardless. DeMeo will come home for a top 5.
Slurp almost lost his spot because of that. He gained another 3-second penalty. At least he'll keep.
Yeah, you're right.
4th place though.
Joey said if he didn't finish top 7, he was retiring. Well, he is going to finish 6th and looks like continue his driving career. We'll have Aaron finish 7th, another good run for him.
We're going to have to wait a bit for him to cross the line.
JB, Logan, Skinny, your point scorers. Cheesy finishes 11th, and Boyle is going to retire on the final lap. Snowy comes home 12th in his home race. There is Aaron about to cross the line there. You see his teammate Boyle in the Wall of Champions there. And that's going to do it For the first time in what I can say in, like, I don't even remember how long, a safety car free race. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, very clean race. I think because the guys are kind of more preoccupied on their own penalties, and it really kind of strung out early on. Had one incident, had a big incident at turn one with Cheesy, and a couple others, but after that it was pretty tame.
Yep, and we'll now hope to talk to our top three finishers. We'll get Garrison, Banjo, and Cole in here. Banjo will extend his points lead as we mentioned earlier. Uh-oh, what happened? Alright, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end the stream and then come back for interviews in a second. Because I don't know why it does this every single time. Um, yep, we'll get interviews in a separate stream.